Dan, welcome to Tongass National Forest in Ketchikan, Alaska.
It's beautiful. It's so nice. The sky is so big up here.
Yeah, a little cold. Little cold. I brought some spicy chili for us to keep us warm inside.
Nice. And I brought a little wreath of flowers that I'm going to rest where Eric usually sits.
Yeah.
Wreath of flowers. We're thinking about him. We're thinking about you, buddy.
Yeah, when we were leaving South Dakota last week, he was taking a shower, slipped in the tub, broke his hip.
Yep, just like that. I mean, it really makes you think about getting older, you know?
Yeah.
When your bones just turn to glass.
Puts things into perspective of...
It's really difficult.
Yeah, just traveling around the world, looking at, searching for monsters. As you get older... Your bones become brittle. You're going to hurt yourself in the tub.
Suddenly a bathtub is, a potentially life-threatening thing, especially when that bathtub is just full of empty cans, which it was.
Yeah. He's always like, need my shower beer. And I was like, well, typically that's one, Eric, and not an entire case of PBR. But you do you, I guess.
He's dragging a case behind him. Yeah.
How long are you going to be in there? Oh, 20 minutes. Yeah, 4 hours later, we find you broken-hipped. And passed that on the floor.
We didn't want to pay for an ambulance, so we drove him to the... we didn't drive. We Ubered. We called an Uber. We carried him to the Uber, and then I think last we heard he has an infection, but we had to go to Alaska.
Yeah, well,
so I hope he's doing well.
You know what they say, the show never stops. Is that what they say in show business? It's show business.
Yeah, that's what they say. And you know what? Next time I take a shower, I'm going to pour one out for him.
Yeah, from your 30 rack of PBR. Anyway, speaking of things that are dangerous and can hurt you on your travels, we're here in Alaska.
This is a Monsters podcast.
Yes. Yeah. And I want to tell you about an Alaskan cryptid named the Kushtaka.
If this isn't a giant crab, I'm going to be upset.
You're going to be very upset then.
No. It's Alaska. That's where the crabbing is, right? That's all the reality TV shows.
Yeah, what's that show called? Crab Boat Galore.
Crab Boat. Yeah, but it's like with an electric guitar behind it. Crab boating.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. No, it's not a big giant crab. It's something else, and we'll get to it. It actually kind of leans into one of our comments from the previous week. So I think this kind of fits. So why don't we hop in, enjoy this Alaskan wilderness, and talk about the Kushtaka.
All right.
It's Greg's Cryptid Corner, where mysteries abound. Bigfoot, Mothman, monsters, let's see what we found.
Hey, and welcome to Greg's Cryptid Corner, a podcast about monsters for weirdos. I'm your host, Greg, and joined, as always, by my crabby guest today, Dan. How you doing?
Greg's Cryptid Corner.
No,
I'm doing good. I know. I'm just saying. I like that song. It's a catchy one. Bigfoot, Mothman, monsters. It's nice. I'm doing very well, thank you. And I do love crabs. Just 2 weeks ago, my wife and I went to a all-you-can-eat crab leg night.
Whoa!
At a golf club near us. It was awesome. I ate. What do you think? How many bushels of crabs did I eat? I ate 4 bushels of crabs.
How many is in a bushel?
A bushel is 2 sets of legs, and so it was like the claw and then the 4 legs, and each serving was 2 of those. So if that's 8 legs per serving, and I had 4 of them. What's math? 4 times 8 is 24, right? No,
32.
Wait, 8 is 16, 32. Thank you. I know things.
We're a monsters podcast, not a math podcast.
I'm just saying all that long walk we just took together was to say that I had 32 crab legs, and it was delicious.
That seems like a lot of crab legs.
It was one of those places where it's like, oh, you can eat crab legs, but they also give you this giant bowl of French fries that they keep topping off with hot French fries. Yeah. And every time they did it, I would just look the guy in the face and be like, I'm not touching those. I'm filling up on crab legs. I wasn't even dipping in butter, dude. I was just eating straight up raw crab legs.
You might be surprised to know I've never eaten a crab leg in my life.
I'm dumbfounded.
I don't eat seafood. Occasionally, if I've drank enough, I'll eat seafood at a fancy restaurant, but I don't know. Fish ain't for me.
Okay. Well, one of these days, we'll live stream it. I'll take you to all you can eat crab leg night, and you can, if you're not hungry for crab legs, you can just watch me. Disgusting.
Did you wear a bib? Did they give you one of the bibs that says I'm crabby for my crabs?
Nope. I just popped my shirt off and I just let the juices go where they may. It was fine.
Nice.
Needless to say, we're not welcome back to that golf.
Yeah, well, you had your fun.
It was very good.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
Well, speaking of having fun, you want to get into a discussion about the Kushtaka?
I forgot. The Kushtaka. Thank you. Okay.
If
it's not a crab thing, okay. I mean, you know what Kush means.
Yeah. You know what taka means.
So it's a weed taco?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's not, but...
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'll explain.
Kushtaka. The Alaskan Kushtaka has a really nice ring to it, so I'm excited.
When exploring the Alaskan wilderness, there are a few things you should do. Make noise when going through brush or near rushing water so you don't startle a bear. Give space to a nearby moose. And plan for emergencies. But one thing you should never do is follow the sound of a crying child.
Oh no.
Despite everything your instincts tell you, turn around and walk away. Out in the Alaskan wilds, it's more likely to be a Kushtaka. Now,
nope. You can just stop right there. I'm just gonna pack up this bag. You can keep the Eric flower wreath. This is a good story, Greg.
That the Kushtaka has been part of the Tlingit folklore for potentially thousands of years. Located along the Pacific Northwest coast of North America, up in Alaska, the Tlingit people have passed down the story of the Kushtaka through oral traditions. Now, the Kushtaka means land otter man. It's essentially a giant sea otter humanoid.
And it cries like a baby?
Well, there's reason for that. So,
okay.
It has human-like hands with long claws, thick, wet fur, eyes that are described as intelligent.
Okay, like an otter.
Yeah. So, it's got otter features. It has an unnerving grin, and it has the ability to move silently through the forests. But that's not all.
Because it's humanoid, so it also has like poppin' pecs and a six-pack.
Oh, he is jacked to the nines. Yeah.
Otters are just muscle, right? So it's got to be jacked.
Yeah. But that's not all, because the Kushtaka can also shapeshift. So its true form is actually difficult to determine. The Kushtaka is...
So it could be a giant crab. Actually, I'm not looking at the bright side. It could be a giant crab.
It could be, yeah.
Okay, all right.
From time to time, it could be a crab, yeah. So the Kushtaka is typically encountered in foggy shorelines, dense forests, or really anywhere that people can get lost in. And this is important because the Kushtaka is known for luring people into the wilderness by imitating a crying baby, imitating the voice of a friend or a family member, or calling out for help, or just basically any familiar voice that would drive you to go over there.
This is a little bit, it would have to know you to know which voice would coax you.
So that's the thing, right? So the Kushtaka is thought to be more spiritual, right? Than just kind of like flesh and bone. I mean, I consider it flesh and bone, but like not necessarily just a big otter, right? Like it has a way of knowing things. This creature is crazy.
Maybe it's like like pareidolia.
Yeah.
Maybe it has cricket ribs on its limbs, and when it rubs its limbs together, it produces a vibration that's like pareidolia for the ears.
Ah, iridelia.
So if you hear it, yeah, iridelia. Yeah, that's exactly. You just delighted me so much with that. Yeah, exactly. So you hear you get the vibrations, and then your brain fills in the gaps, and it's like, oh, that's my father approving of me. And then you're going to go into those woods.
There have been stories that I've read and heard about someone in a cabin and somebody knocks on the door and it's the voice of their wife who is not there, or their father who had died years ago, or things like that. So it's kind of they're able to get in your head, basically. I mean, I'm extrapolating. I don't know how the Kushtaka works, but they're able to get into your knowledge, your memories, and use it against you.
Yikes. That's a little walking Sam too. You know?
Yeah.
It knows you well enough to know what buttons to push to get you to do what it wants.
Yeah.
And I guess both of these cryptids are pretty sinister.
Yeah.
It seems like what they want is not in your best interest.
Yeah. Well, so we'll get into a little bit of that shortly. Okay. But like with the voices that they can mimic, so hunters and fishermen and travelers, they're all said to have followed these voices and disappeared. Mm-mm. But how did they disappear? So it kind of depends on what legend of the Kushtaka you're hearing. So
maybe they turned into Bigfoots.
Hold on.
Okay.
So
I got ahead of us. Sorry.
A little bit, yeah. So some say the Kushtaka kill these people, tearing them limb from limb. And it's said that they can stop you from, they basically take your soul and they stop you from reincarnating.
Yikes. Could you imagine if you followed a voice into the woods and then from a bush emerges a Kushtaka, but it's taken the shape of you?
Oh, that sounds terrifying.
And I guess you're just fully naked, right? You just step out of the woods fully naked, and then you just stare at each other, and then, I don't know. It's one of those dramatic cuts in a movie where you jolt, and then you look down, and there's a tentacle stabbing through you or something.
Yeah.
Rips you limb from limb. Okay.
Yeah, that could be it. But, so yeah, maybe they kill you, they stop you from reincarnating, but others say that they actually rescue you from dying in the cold or drowning by turning you into a Kushtaka, because the Kushtaka can survive those extremes. So they're actually helping you with the caveat that now you're a monster.
Now you're a shape-shifting, human-devouring werewolf type thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically, this is a were-otter kind of thing. But you can't change back. Well, I mean, you can change back because they can shapeshift, but you can't, you're one of them now.
If I kill the chief Kushtaka, does that kill all the ones that they've turned?
That's a good question, Dan. I don't know, because I don't think that's part of the folklore of the Kushtaka.
Yeah, I guess that's more Eastern European.
Yeah, that's definitely that's more vampire, right?
Yeah, that's why I said Eastern European. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm sure they have werewolves as well.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Well, they have a lot of cool stuff.
They do.
I keep wanting to go to Eastern Europe for some cryptids, but you won't take us there.
Oh my gosh!
Russia's a sanctioned country. We can't fly there. We have our ways. You can make it happen if you wanted to.
We do. It's just there's not that many cool Russian cryptids.
Oh, that's so. We should just do an episode on the babushka.
The babushka. Isn't that what you wear on your head?
Cryptid. No, isn't that? I thought it was a grandma.
No, that's Baba Yaga.
Oh, Baba. No, that's a witch.
Isn't that
Baba
what you're
Yaga
talking
lives
about?
in a giant shoe, right?
The Baba Yaga lives in a house that has chicken legs.
That's the thing. Okay, I knew legs were a part of it. Okay, I'm sorry. Now we are way off track. We are in Alaska.
Yeah, you can see Russia from Alaska, they say.
I can see it from my front yard.
Yeah. Oh, who was that? Sarah Palin? No, that's
Sarah
cryptid.
Palin. Yeah. Woof.
Now the Kushtaka are potentially dangerous, or that they're going to just turn you into one to save you. Either way, not great. So if you're attacked or lured in by a Kushtaka, what can you do? Well, Dan.
Okay. Oh, you're going to tell me. I thought you were posing a question.
There are plenty of things you can do, but what do you think you could do?
I would scream and run, wave my hands, blow a whistle, make noise.
Okay.
Run. I don't know if this is an otter. I don't think you're outrunning this thing. I'd shoot it with a gun.
It's a man-sized otter, though.
Yeah, but I mean, again, take an otter. It's just all muscle. Scale that thing up. That's still a lot of muscle, proportion.
Well, that's true.
Its size.
Yeah, I always say that I'm a lot of muscle, but I'm not.
Okay, so I'm gonna say, shoot it with a gun so many times it bursts into flames.
I mean, okay, you're kind of on the right track. Now,
okay.
Most people up in Alaska, when they're out in the wilderness, probably do have a gun. That's probably a good way of repelling,
not dying,
the Kushtaka. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
But there are a few things maybe a little easier than having to shoot at them. You can have a dog with you. Kushtaka are wary about dogs. They're going to alert their owner to their presence. Dogs are like little kids. They can sense the paranormal.
Mm-hmm. That's true. You ever fall down that rabbit hole of cats that are just staring into the corner of the room?
Nothing is more terrifying to me than when a pet is just staring in the corner.
Yeah. I've got a dog that's getting real old, and that's sometimes he'll just sit there staring at the wall, panting. And I'm like, okay, I just pick him up and I turn him around. That's scary. You look at me. Thanks, bud.
Yeah. I mean, you live in an old house. Your house is definitely haunted.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Keep a dog with you. That's always
dog.
Yeah, and that's a good rule of thumb for anything. Oh, just always have a dog. Dogs are the best.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cheaper than ammo too.
That's true. And they'll love you. Your gun's not going to love you.
No. If it does, that's weird, and you should get help.
Yeah,
that's
maybe
scary.
You just get a dog. Mm-hmm. They're also repelled by copper. Now, one thing I read about that was that copper isn't affected by water like other metals, and that's why, but I'm not entirely sure. I know the Tlingit people like traffic in like copper sales, like what import export kind of situation.
Hey, so they're mafia. Okay, I follow. I'm reading between the lines.
Yeah, they're like, oh, hey, yeah, they make all their money from copper. Disposal. They're like, everybody should have copper on them to keep them away from the Kushtaka. You know what I mean?
You can buy it from me if you want to. I can't do like a New Jersey Italian accent.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it, but fire also works.
Baba Ganoush. I'm Baba Ganoush in here. That's Greek, I think.
Yeah, that's
Baba
Greek.
Ganoush.
Yeah,
that's the wrong thing.
In a way, I know it's different, but like, isn't Greece like at the bottom of the boot?
What's it called? Dude, you're asking me a geography question?
I thought you always had your globe on you at all times.
It's on Earth.
That's all I need to know.
What do they call the meat? The bababool.
Gabagool?
Gabagool. Hey.
Yeah, isn't that like
keeps the Kushtaka away.
Baba Ganoush is that's like eggplant, right?
Yeah, it's so good.
It is pretty good. I don't like eggplant that much, but
Baba Ganoush is delicious. Yeah. Though.
Well,
all right, we're again so sorry. We need Eric to keep us on
I know.
Track. This is very distracting.
Old man breaking his
Kushtaka. Hip. All right, so Leather Daddy, I don't know where that came from.
I don't either.
Otter man hybrid that can shapeshift, attacks people by drawing them into the woods with his voice.
Yep.
To deter him, you can use a dog. You can use copper.
You can also use fire. That works. That works for pretty much anything, typically. Yeah.
I honestly, if you're in the woods, that'll keep me away too. All three of those things.
Yeah. But this
if you come at me with like a copper plate, I'll be like, all right, I'm going to go this way.
There's one more thing as well. And if worse comes to worse, Kushtaka are seemingly disgusted by human urine.
Nice.
Which is good because if I came upon a Kushtaka, I'd probably pee my pants.
That's good. All right.
I don't know. If you could just pee a circle around you and they'd stay out of the circle, or
like the salt with the witch thing.
I don't think you should pee. Yeah, I don't think you should pee on the Kushtaka. I think you're taking your chances.
Yeah, that's too close for comfort.
That's true.
I mean, I can get good distance, you know?
Yeah.
If you kind of put your hands on the small of your back and lean back a little bit, you can throw it pretty far, but that's still too close for comfort.
Now, what if you drank gasoline, peed, lit your pee on fire? Now you're doubling up your chances.
That's true.
I don't know. You don't just pee what you drink, right? That's not how it works.
I don't know. I don't know geography. What happens to pee when it goes in you? I don't know.
Look, we're talking about pee because Eric's not here. This is normally Eric's go-to topic, so.
I know.
We miss it.
Well, okay. So fire, urine, copper.
Dogs.
Dog, potentially gun.
Always gun.
Yeah. I mean, you said nothing about being bulletproof, unless, like, if it shapeshifts, let's say it shapeshifts into a bulletproof man. I guess it can't just shapeshift into an arbitrary rule. Maybe it shapeshifts into, like, a really dense old tortoise.
Well, yeah, so
just ricochet.
It's hard to keep track of what the Kushtaka's shapeshifting powers are. So I know they can shapeshift into a human because there's reports of people seeing, like, one thing I listened to, it was told the story about a wife whose husband went out in Alaska, disappeared. It was over a year, and then she saw him, like, calling to her across the river, wearing the same clothes that he was wearing when he left, but he wasn't like dirty or anything. Yeah, so he had died. Kushtaka took him over, probably was calling to her. There are, like, I did read things where it said they can shapeshift in like other animals, but I assume that's more for hiding or like getting close than anything else.
This is where did the thing took place in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is just a little south of there, so this feels like. Is Alaska south of Antarctica?
No, which one's at the top?
Antarctica has no penguins. I think that's at the bottom.
That's at the south, yeah.
Yeah, so never mind. Alaska's very far from this.
This is way north, but it's still cold.
The Kushtaka feels like the thing.
It does, yeah. Because it's intelligent as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it is it so much shape-shifting into the form of the dead husband, or is it like puppeting his body?
I believe it's shape-shifting into, not just puppeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the idea of a gory Muppet, but that's fine.
Now, in modern times, the Kushtaka has become part of what's called the Alaskan Triangle. I'll probably get into more of this in like a future Campfire Tales episode on Patreon, but like the Bermuda Triangle, the Alaskan Triangle is a massive region of Alaska with an unusually high number of unexplained disappearances, plane crashes, compass malfunctions, that sort of thing.
I've never heard of this. That's interesting.
And supposedly more than 2,200 people go missing in Alaska each year, which is double the national average.
In the one state? Well, I know Alaska's huge.
And it's very easy to get lost in.
Apparently. Well, I guess like snow blinds and... Isn't it dark there like 300 days a year?
Something like that. Yeah, isn't that where 30 Days a Night took place?
I don't know. I have like 3 flashlights and their batteries are always dead. So I'm pretty sure if I lived in Alaska, I would just be, I don't know, my shins would be black and blue permanently.
Yeah. You'd also probably get eaten by a bear.
Yeah.
They got bears out
Kushtaka.
there. Now, could the Kushtaka be causing some of these disappearances and essentially growing their numbers year by year?
I mean, it makes sense because a disappearance could snowball into a lot of disappearances, right? Like one person goes missing and then that person's loved ones go out looking for them and then they go missing and then those people, it's like an MLM, but for vanishing.
But for disappearing in the Alaskan wilderness, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if the Kushtaka is, creating more Kushtakas and causing more and more people to disappear. But if you do hear a crying child or your mother calling to you from the Alaskan woods, I think it's best to just turn around and go home. There's no need for that.
Yeah. Worst case is you've abandoned your family. But best case is you saved yourself from the Kushtaka. I think that's a risk worth taking.
It's a good rule to live by.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the Kushtaka. Very interesting. Yeah.
And it's been around, you said, for a long time?
Thousands of years, yeah.
Man, so have we had other body doubling cryptids like the what's it called? Boohag was one?
Well, yeah, the Boohag stole skin. Mm-hmm. Did we have other ones? We had the the Harhacha kind of turned into an animal, but it wasn't necessarily like body doubling or shape shifting. I mean, it's shape shifting, but
that was like perverted werewolf.
Yeah,
like you had to do a bad thing in order to become the monster.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like this subcategory. It's genuinely terrifying. It's kind of it smacks again of the Walking Sam with how like insidious and inside of your head it can get. It smacks of a little bit like Slender Man with a luring thing at the edge of the woods that kind of beckons you to come after it. It's It's like that weaponized nature cryptid. I guess a lot of them are that, but it's freaky.
Yeah, and anytime we have some sort of like otter creature, so now we have this, and we had the Doerku, which was like the big otter that came out and just like ripped you up.
Yeah, the horse-sized otter.
Yeah,
with that creepy picture. I remember
Ireland,
that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, sounds good. I'd try eating one.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Would you eat otter? Come on.
Yeah, dude. Don't ask me questions you don't want to hear the answers to. if it was like prepared, if there was like it would be tiny little rack of ribs, and they're like, yeah, that's otter, and I'd be like, wow, that's crazy. You really shouldn't. And then I'd take a bite. You really shouldn't be eating.
Yeah.
Otters.
Maybe you Otter try this as well.
I mean, I'm guessing it would be like kind of like duck beef, like greasy, and they eat a lot of seafood, right? Don't otters eat seafood?
Yeah, probably.
They eat like oysters all day. Don't they like crack clams and oysters open on their little bellies?
That's impossible to know. Oh, they crack them on their little bellies.
Yeah. They get like a rock and they hit the thing. If I'm remembering right.
That's great. I like that they hold hands and just float.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah.
They're such sweet
Not this
animals.
one, though. This one's a legit monster.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's the Kushtaka, Dan. Thank you for listening. And listeners, thank you for listening as well. You're so handsome and beautiful.
Greg, thank you for telling us a story. That's nice. I like this one. Add it to our repertoire of favorite creepy boys.
This one came along, right? Like when I started reading about it, and then as soon as I got to the point where it was like, they don't like pee, I'm like, love it.
Yep. And done.
But yeah, speaking of love and pee, I've got a few comments from our last episode on Walking Sam from Spotify.
Yeah. All right. Nice.
As always, Andrew says...
Andrew loves pee.
He does. Well, he didn't say it in this one. Maybe next week.
Oh, okay.
Andrew says, I believe that Walking Sam is the manifestation of human depression. Magical and supernatural phenomena are out in the world, and this could be our human emotions taking form as they are experienced. The folklore of it being around for all this time makes a case for that to me. A reminder to go out and enjoy the world. There is always a tomorrow. No feeling is permanent, and help is always there. I agree.
Yes. Everybody has the capacity to change themselves if they can't change the world around you. Get a little self-knowledge, and I don't know, don't be sad.
Yeah, just don't be sad. Yeah,
just don't be sad.
I always tell myself. Yeah,
that's so shallow. But he's describing a tulpa, which I'd never heard of until you started talking about them on the podcast.
Yeah, and actually, kind of going forward with that, Shadow left a comment saying, "Is this a tulpa? Scary, but super badass."
Yeah. I'm sad.
I do.
Very sad.
I didn't necessarily want to, I think it's easy to claim tulpa for things. But like depression is so rampant and so strong. And like, I don't want to say everyone feels it, but probably everyone feels it.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm pretty sure everybody feels it from one time, at one time or another, some more than others. Absolutely. Yeah. That was a very sad episode. I appreciated it. I enjoyed hearing the story. I've since gone off and read more about it on my own, mostly about the stories of the like rampant deaths in that community in that time period.
It's all
really
real.
Sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very sad. So I appreciated that. Thank you. Horizon Expanded. Thank you.
Jack says, the Father, the Son, and the Deadly Sam. The Trinity is complete. This reminds me of the beast from Over the Garden Wall, oddly enough, voiced by someone named Sam.
Sam's all the way down.
Yeah. If you haven't seen, he collects the souls of lost children in the woods. Great short series. I highly suggest checking it out. That's a movie, right?
No, it's a miniseries.
Oh, okay. Well,
you should totally watch it. It's so good.
Over the Garden
Wall. Beautiful.
I'll have to find
the Garden Wall. I think it's like 5 episodes.
All right.
Maybe even shorter.
All right. It's
easy breezy cover girl.
What's the maybe I'm thinking of the what's the one with the rabbits? It's really violent. Watership Down.
Happy Tree Friends?
No, Watership Down. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
And we talked about what was it called? What's the goth store? Hot Topic?
Yeah.
I haven't thought about Happy Tree Friends since we were talking about Hot Topic. Now it's popping in my head all the time.
Oh, perfect.
I have those two things connected in my mind. Anyway, that's enough about early 2000s IP.
And our final comment is from El Jorge, formerly Jorgers 3. We'll never
forget. Never forget.
El Jorge says, what a roller coaster. Went from the highs of Glizzy Blizzy to the lows of a depression demon. Excellent work.
I forgot about the Glizzy Blizzy. That's a good idea. A savory straw that you get to eat for your ice cream.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's delicious. I think vanilla would probably be the best flavor to go with the hot dog.
Has to be, right?
It is a bean, it's like a chili dog, just vanilla ice cream.
That's true. I've been on this weird hot dog kick, probably because of the show, or maybe I'm creating the hot dog parts of the show because I've been into what I'm saying is my Instagram algorithm is now mostly hot dogs.
Nice. You've made it. Congratulations. I think in Buddhism, they call this ascension.
Yeah, I've reached nirvana.
On your algorithms, it's entirely hot dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that means you get to stop the cycle of reincarnation and like touch God or something.
Perfect. Now, I'll go on record and say, I will never call a hot dog a glizzy.
I'm pretty sure I learned that word from you.
Well, I've said it because I don't like it. It's kind of like I'm being a hipster I'm a hot dog hipster.
Okay, so you say it ironically.
Yeah, I like my hot dogs analog. I don't need this Gen Z hot dog slander.
But you don't want to mog on some glizzies?
I don't even know what that means.
I don't think it makes sense in the context that they used it, but that's fine. We'll glizzy Max.
Oh.
Our local hot dog vendor.
Hot dog Max, sir.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you for your comments.
Wiener Max.
All right, we can Wiener Max. Yeah.
All right, that sounds good.
But yeah, thank you for your comments on the episode. No new Apple Podcast reviews, but if you do leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, right, we'll read it out here as well. And if you
please, thank you.
If you like what we do, and you want more, and you want to connect with us more easily, join our Patreon. $2 a month gets you into our Discord. It gets you access to all of our bonus episodes that we pop up. Like I mentioned, I want to do the Bermuda, the Alaska Triangle.
The Alaska Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah, it's huge. I want to do an episode on that on the Patreon. I have a list of other episodes I want to do. I know Dan and Eric are working on episodes for Patreon. We brought back Stabby, so we'll be doing that. When there's news to cover, we'll pop a new episode of GCCNN up there that Dan runs. Lots of things going on over there, and the Discord's full of the sweetest, nicest, most perfect people in the world. And you get access to all that for $2 a month. And I would
say sign up to go back and listen to the back catalog of bonus episodes. They're very good. They're some of our best. But stick around for the Discord. I think that's the real juice is in the Discord.
Yeah, and if you like us, like my mom likes us, a lot.
Oh yeah, $5. That's true.
Yep. My mom likes me $5 a month. Goodness. What?
Can you just add like mommy as one of the names of the donors?
Maybe we'll see. I have it written down because it's hard to remember. But yeah,
Mama Greg.
For $5 a month, you can become a Your Squonk level patron. And you get your name shouted out at the end of every episode. And I want to thank our Your Squonk patrons: Amy's Birdhouse,
Kush,
Liam Neville,
Taka,
Pam and Brian,
Kush and Kush,
Molly,
Kush.
An unperceived interdimensional Bigfoot.
Taka. Actually, double Taka. It's a Taka.
Brutal Impact.
Taka.
Luke.
Ashta. It's like in the middle. That's a tough one.
Elena.
Kush. 100%.
Brian and Pam.
Kush and Taka, and they make it work.
And Chris S.
Taka. Double Taka again. Taka.
Taka.
It's not as rare as I thought. Yeah.
Well, thank you for supporting the show. We love you very much.
Thank you. You paid the bills.
I meant to add my mom in there. She doesn't actually support us, so forget her.
Mm-hmm.
But as always, I'm Squonk. You're Squonk. Go Birds.
I thought you were going to say that the Kushtaka has the wail of a child because it like sprouts children out of its side.
That'd be weird, right?
Yeah, it would be. So and also that's when you need the most nourishment is when you're doing like cellular division to sprout an offspring. So, it's both giving birth and then the wailing of the birth draws people into the wilderness. And then, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
We're going to steal your soul and turn you into an otter monster.
Yeah. Although I mentioned it earlier in the episode. You were saying, like, what does it do to the people who get lost in the woods? And then the previous episode, we had that person drop that wild comment about people that wander into the woods and get lost turned into Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I like the idea of there being a whole ecosystem, like a circle of life, but it's cryptids.
Yeah.
The Kushtaka birds Bigfoots, which then, I don't know, poop squonks, which then water the trees that the little monkey guys swing in. I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, you getting lost in the wilderness, you turn into a Kushtaka, or you turn into a Bigfoot, or if you get killed in a volcano, you turn into a bat squatch. I like the concept that I could become a cryptid one day.
Yeah, if you're lucky. Play your cards right.
Yeah,
and don't charge your phone.
Yeah, if I'm violently murdered, I can become a cryptid.
Hey, yeah. One man's trash, another man's, cryptid.
Yeah.